Welcome back to Severed Sons, everyone.
Welcome.
That's us, baby.
Yeah. Wow. We are a Frostmaiden actual play D&D podcast, and we are excited to bring you tales of the frozen north and the everlasting Rime.
Yeah, we are.
My name is name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey everybody, my name is Paul Gary. I'm playing Donar Dracodonian, the green dragonborn monk.
Hey guys, I'm Ross, playing Fang, the shifter cleric.
Hey guys, it's Blake Graham playing Kai Raiju, the human shinobi monk.
And I'm Josh Helgeson playing Slush, the turtle fighter.
I'm Zach. I'm playing Trax, the armorer artificer.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit of a mouthful, but yeah.
And everybody is level 4 now.
Let's go. We all knew that.
They leveled up.
We all definitely leveled up.
I didn't announce it during the episode, but they leveled up while they were in the blizzard.
It was a pity level.
It was definitely a pity level.
It doesn't matter. The level is still there.
Lots of experience to be found in a blizzard.
I'll take it.
So if everyone is ready...
Hang on, how do we play D&D?
I'm not sure.
I've been just kind of making it up for a year and a half.
You buy a lot of dice, you buy a lot of books,
That's
you make a lot of
pretty
characters.
much
Okay.
Yeah.
If everyone is ready, let's begin tonight's mid-season premiere of Severed Sons, episode 11, Luskan Standoff.
It's a good title.
Last time, you waited for Kai to return from his meeting with Captain Scath, while Trax, still feeling the effects of the Psi Crystal, day drank himself into a stupor. Together, you traveled to the central city of Bryn Shander, the largest city in all of Icewind Dale. Upon arriving, you headed straight for the House of the Morning Lord and met Mishan, a priest of Aminator, and her assistant, a rock gnome named Copper Knobberknocker. Knobberknocker offered to pay for Trax's curse reversal if the group would check in on his friend, a man named Macretus, who was seeking a solution to the Eternal Rime at an old cabin in the wilderness between Lonelywood and Kelvin's Cairn. You agreed to look in on the wizard in the future after you returned to Lonelywood. Mishan performed the spell, restoring sanity to the Kobold Artificer. After bidding Mishan and Copper farewell, several of you went your separate ways into the cold, cramped streets of Bryn Shander on errands of your own choosing, then decided to meet back up at the Northlook Inn. Donar and Mud were the first to arrive and got into an argument with the house chef, Lannick Fillington from Pottsburg, Pennsylvania, over how to cook the best knucklehead trout. A trio of dwarves served as judges, and as the rest of you arrived, Donar impressed the judges with his unique recipe. Trax caught Lannick casting a flavor enchantment on his food as he cooked it and accused him of cheating. The dwarven judges, ever suspicious of magic, declared Donar the winner. The next day, you left for Caer Dineval. A long blizzard slowed your travel and you decided to wait out the storm. That night, Kai, you spotted something in the darkness, a corpse seated in the snow. As you investigated, the ground suddenly shook, knocking you off your feet. An ancient white dragon hiding beneath the snowscape launched into the air, mumbling something to the corpse strapped to a saddle that it wore. You continued on to Caer Dineval, arriving at midnight. The small lakeside town was completely silent and dark, except for a tavern called the Uphill Climb. The innkeeper told you that there were no empty rooms, though the place looked deserted. Instead, he told you to ask about a place to stay at the Caer, just a few hundred yards away. Upon arriving, the guards at the front gates told you that Speaker Krennic was too sick to entertain travelers, and that you could rest at the ruined stables behind the castle. Upon entering the ramshackle building, you saw a broken-down sled shift mysteriously, then 2 boot prints invisibly pressed down into the snowdrift in front of you.
Well, Trax is going to draw his pistol real quick.
Slush now has dual wielding, so he gets his flail out in his left hand and a hand axe in his right hand.
Y'all are badass now. I don't know why I leveled you up so early.
We need all the help.
I'm going to point it at the area. Trax is going to point it at the area where the footprints are and say, "Identify yourself."
He says something in a language. Let me go through. I need to write this down, actually. Tell me all the languages you know, starting with Donar.
Common and Draconic.
Trax?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Kai?
Common and Gith.
Ooh, slush.
Nice.
Aquin, common, and primordial.
Fang.
Common and Sylvan.
He shouts something in a language you do not understand. And suddenly the snow, like, and it goes to a hole that's in the wall over to his left. Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. Waste no time.
Terrible
Slush?
initiative roll, though.
Did you say slush?
Yes.
18.
18. Kai?
15.
It's not a 20-something? Wow, okay.
Yeah, this time.
Trax?
8.
That's about more like it. Okay. Fang?
7.
Starting
And
off right.
Donar.
21.
Oh.
Damn. Okay. Okay, Donar.
So you said we saw footsteps heading towards a hole in the wall.
Yeah, basically the stable is run down and falling apart, and like there's boards been pulled off, and nobody's been in here for a while, but you see like some boards just hanging off the wall, and he's heading toward that hole.
Oh, shit.
About 10 feet away.
It's Dugan.
Because it's a hole. Donar is gonna. Well, what's the order of things I want to do? Okay, first Donar is gonna say, we're gonna have to kill this thing if we're gonna sleep. I'm pissed about it, but I think it's what
The
we gotta
creature
do."
shouts, real low, rough voice as he's heading toward the hole.
And I'm gonna respond in Draconic saying, "Yeah, well, I bet you freaking do parsley on your fish, so we're all pissed about it." So Donar's gonna step towards it and unleash the break. Yeah, got him.
Zing!
Unleash his breath weapon in that direction,
Okay.
and it needs to make a con
what's the
save.
cone? What is the exact size of the cone of your breath weapon?
It is a 15-foot range.
Oh, you can get him then. Okay.
Hell yeah! It
So
needs to make
your describe your breath weapon again.
So my breath weapon, it deviates from the classic green smoke, and it's a purplish black, very primal smoke that he treats very seriously, not like when he's smoking the dank.
So you just see it, and you kind of see it roll over this form that's obviously invisible. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, to beat 12.
Oh God. He only rolled a 7. He fails.
Ooh, so he's gonna take all of almost max 11 points of poison damage,
Okay.
and then as a bonus action, I'm going to spend. Just gonna make sure this is how it works.
It was an invisible
yeah.
kobold.
I wish. I'm only going to kill kobolds. As a bonus action, I'm going to spend 1 key point to summon the arms of the astral self.
Okay.
And when they fling out from my shoulders, this thing also needs to make a dex saving throw to beat.
Is there a
11.
range? Are you close enough? Yeah. He's about 10 feet away.
Yeah, with any creature of my choice that I can see within 10 feet. So
So another saving throw.
a dex saving throw to beat 11.
Can you see him? Has he where?
Oh, that's a good point. Because it does say any creature I can see. Could I just aim this at the footprints?
I'm going to say because your breath weapon kind of identified his location, you could do this.
Hell yeah.
But he has a saving throw. This is a natural 20.
Okay, so that makes, and he doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
But since I'm
As
pissed, I'm
the
gonna.
arms fling out.
The arms look exactly like the purple-black billowing smoke of the breath weapon too.
I love that.
And I'm gonna post up right in his face and hang out there.
Over here against this wall, the snow is petered out. The drift was more on the left side of the stables. He's walked over to where there's like boards on the ground from where it's been broken into. So you don't see any footprints anymore. Slush.
Could I was I able to identify where he is now because of this
You
thing?
saw the direction like the footprints were going.
Are they big footprints?
They are smaller than human, but wider.
How big is the hole in the wall? Can I see that?
It's about a medium-sized creature could go through it.
Okay. How far away is the hole in the wall?
He's about 5 feet from it. This is not that big of a stable.
I'd love to try to get between him and the hole if I can. I'm gonna try to grapple him. We're gonna go for that.
Yeah, you're at disadvantage because he's invisible.
And is that a strength check?
It is an athletics, yeah.
That's gonna be a 12.
Oh yeah, he got like a 15.
Damn.
You get your hands kind of on him, and you feel a metalish kind of armor just for a second before he shrugs you off. Anything else, Slush?
As he shrugs me off, I'll just kind of grunt, he's armored.
Kai.
On Slush's cue, hearing that he's armored, Kai's gonna put his dagger away and quickly reel off a series of hand signs. And with that, this greenish electric blue starts kind of arcing off of his hand. And he's gonna run up and try to cast Shocking Grasp
Yeah.
on
Okay.
the guy. And because he's armored, correct?
As far that all you know is what Slush told you.
Well,
You get advantage, right?
for mechanics-wise, if he's in metal armor,
Mm-hmm.
I get advantage, which would cancel out the disadvantage.
Go ahead and roll at advantage.
That's not going to do it. That's an 8.
No. You actually feel your hand kind of like, as you try to grab him, you feel a shield kind of come up and lock your hand away. Before you can get the spell, it kind of phew.
And then I'll just back up a little bit.
Okay, the invisible creature basically takes a withdrawal and runs through the hole. You see pieces of wood crinkle and crack, and one piece falls off out into the darkness, into the cold, into the snow. Trax.
Do you think I could I get within range of 20 feet of him? I need to. I'm gonna fairy fire. So I need that 20-foot cube, but it's within 60 feet.
Okay, make a investigation roll
Okay.
at disadvantage because he's invisible.
All right. First one's a 17. Second one is. It's gonna be this. It's a 17.
17. It's hard to tell what direction he went, and you're inside with light sources lighting up this room, and he went out into the darkness. But you think he may have gone straight ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna toss one of my fairy fire grenades out, and he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
A 17.
Yeah. He dodges it.
Okay. And there's like breaks, and there's like little purplish. It is purple, right? For you?
Yeah. I'll get someone with one of those.
It lights up for a second, then fades out.
It looks nice.
Whoa.
Anything else tracks?
No, that'll be it.
Fang.
Surveying the area, the immediate area, is there any other signs of threat?
Make a perception roll.
22.
22. You see a blanket that was on top of the wagon where he was, and you don't see anybody else in the stable.
I'm gonna hold my shield in one hand, pop the mace on my belt, walk up to that blanket and pouch and snatch it all down, and start to investigate as to see if I can find out who that was or what they wanted.
It'll take you some time to look through, like, just, are you just going through the wagon where he was?
Yeah, I'm just right around where I think he started. So he ran,
Okay.
so I'm gonna let him go.
Make an investigation roll.
18.
You find some dried rations that are just kind of like, actually a little bag, and the bag's half empty, like a little leather pouch, and there's like some rations in it. So that's all you find, other than the blanket.
And the blanket, also nothing exceptional.
It looks like what somebody would have if they were on the trail.
Fang will drop it and he'll say, "Why go through the theatrics of scaring us if he was just going to run away?"
Could be some nobody. Some idiot adventurer.
Probably just scared,
We
dude.
are not that lucky.
Donar, your turn.
I'm gonna keep this conversation going and say, you think it's worth going after this guy if he's just freaking running away from us? Do you want me to go find him and like knock him down? I can do that.
Well, we have been offered lodging, and it seems as though the lodging has been cleared.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he seems more afraid of us than we are of him. I feel like as long as we keep an eye open, so to speak, as we rest tonight, I think we'll be fine.
yeah, for freaking, I agree.
That was about 6 seconds. Donar, would you like to do anything?
Nope. We're just gonna stand there
fast.
with his astral arms in his hands.
Slush, what are you doing?
I'll just do He'll agree to stand down for now, but can I just do like a general perception check in the area to see if anything seems weird?
Where are you looking? Where are you looking?
Where I just was. We'll say where Slush ran from that direction.
Make a perception check.
16.
Yeah, other than the footprints,
Very well.
you don't really see anything else other than what Fang found earlier.
Cool.
Kai.
I'm just processing, starting to think through some stuff, but I'm not gonna do anything right now.
Okay. Trax.
Trax is going to kind of begrudgingly go back out into the snow and start collecting the pieces of his little fairy fire, his failed fairy fire grenade, and start putting in his pack.
As you go through the hole, two creatures have been holding their action for an entire round.
Oh my god.
Of course they have.
Why not?
Might as well.
Suddenly,
Start the season back up right.
these war picks suddenly appear, like you see these two creatures to either side of you. They appear to be large. They have like balding. They look like dwarves, only they're about like 8 foot, 9 foot tall. They've got long, like gray skin, white beards, and they pull their war picks and they just like boom, come down on top of you.
Help me.
That is a 21
That one
Ow.
hits.
and a 23.
That's gonna hit. Start
they
rolling up a
fucking-
new character here.
No. The first one does 9 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and the second one 13 points of piercing damage.
Jesus. Alright.
They look like dwarves, but they're like very white eyes, gray skin, white beard, and they're shouting at you in some language you don't understand. Trax, how are you doing? Like, how bad did that hurt you?
Pretty bad. I'm gonna
Pretty
say
bad.
pretty bad. That took it out of me.
And that was a held action. Trax, what else are you doing? Because you were just out there.
That was just my movement, I guess. So
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So how much movement did I use?
Probably all of it. I mean, 25. You're 30 or 25 right now.
Okay. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat. I'm going to use my action to disengage, and I'm going to use my little jetpack feet to just blow myself back into the barn and say, there's
The rest of you hear rockets ignite. Vroom! And then Trax just blows back into the room. Fang, your turn.
Fang will. I assume Trax landed like face up, just like on his ass in the middle of us. So Fang will get down and
He actually kind of like rocketed on his butt for the last 10 feet.
skid.
Fang will drop to a knee. He'll put a hand on his shoulder, and by doing so, cast Cure Wounds, giving him max health at 11 points.
Oh, thank whoever you serve. Thank you. I don't remember.
He says that was a bonus action. Oh shit, no, that was an action. That's okay. Then never mind. He says, "There's more where that came from," and he gives him a wink. And he stands up, takes his mace off his belt, and he says, "On your guard!" and just stands there in front of Trax until he can get his bearings again.
Donar, your turn.
Donar's gonna say, "Oh my guard, frickin', I'll go out there and murk him. I hit my friend." And Donar's gonna go through the hole first,
Right.
ducking through.
Yeah, you see the two dwarf-looking creatures. These guys are 9 feet tall. They're huge.
Lord.
So he's gonna look up and say, "Oh, frick! Oh, that's new for me."
And they pull back the warhammer for another attack.
Well, if you're doing that, then Donar's gonna reach behind it because he had never pulled out his great club. So what I'm trying to do is unsheath it in one fell swoop that will still hit somebody. Is that
Got it.
possible?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
flavor it. Phew, you're just bringing it down.
Yeah.
The opposite
diagonally. Yeah,
Diagonal.
Yeah.
straight in the chest of one of them, I guess.
Okay.
So that is gonna be roll my dice for this. 15 to hit.
Misses. He pulls his shield up and just boom, blocks it.
All right. Then in that case,
They're wearing scale mail, by the way.
Oh god. Okay, well then, as a bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows.
Yeah.
And make 2 unarmed strikes with the arms of the Astral Self.
Okay.
The first of which is going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to do 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Of bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
And the second one is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And that's going to do another 6 points of bludgeoning.
6 points of bludgeoning. He's still up. The creature, he managed to block your club with the shield, but you spun around the shield and punches, flurry of blows into him, getting around his shield.
Yeah, too fast for you.
Donar.
No, I'm going to stay in his face.
Okay. Slush.
Alrighty. I'm gonna realize that obviously some shit's going down, and I'll go through the hole as far as I have to see these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got my flail in the left and the hand axe in the right, so I'm gonna do 2-weapon fighting to. First, I'll hit. Are they like flanking the two sides?
They're flanking
of this
the
hole?
2 sides of the hole. They were waiting for you, for somebody to come out.
Then I'm gonna come through the hole, slash at the one on my right with the hand axe first.
Okay. I'm going to say that just because I took the hit points away from the first one, Donar hit the one on the left, so the one on the right hasn't been hit yet.
That is a 21 to hit
That hits.
for 10 damage. And then the one on the left, I'm going to hit with the flail.
Mm-hmm.
13.
13 misses.
Damn.
He managed to catch him by surprise, and you just hit him. And the second attack, he gets the shield in front of him and blocks it.
Okay. Then I think that's gonna be it. I'm real quick looking at what my bonus actions and stuff are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Kai.
All right. I am going to pull out my dagger and throw it at the one that Donar
You'll have to
is
go
on.
through the hole first because you're
Okay.
still inside. But
Yeah, I'll move.
it's starting
out
to get
towards
a
him.
little bit crowded right at the entrance. But you can
Right.
roll between them.
I'm gonna throw it, so it's just like by somebody's head.
Got it. Thread the needle.
Yeah, and it's
You
gonna
threaded
be
the needle.
nat 1
Okay. Which direction did you throw it, left or right?
left.
Donar, this blade goes right by your cheek and almost gives you a little close shave for a second, and then you see it come right it's on a string, and you see it come right back right by your face.
Good, jeez.
I'm
Okay,
just gonna
cool.
yell out. I'm gonna say, Trax, I think this thing's busted.
Maybe someone's not using it correctly.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, the creatures. You hear off to the right from the darkness, you hear that same voice barking that language you don't understand, a gruff language. And you see 3 axebeaks running at speed. The 2 creatures that are attacking you disengage and run and jump up on 2 of the axebeaks. As they do, let me make sure they can do this. Yeah, they can do that as a reaction. They shrink. That you see them shrink down to normal dwarf size, so they
What?
can fit onto the axe beaks.
Neat.
And then the 3 axe beaks just go breakneck speed down the mountain, down the hill. Let me look up axe beak speed actually.
What the Avernus just happened?
That's a bad place. They wanted to sit
I
there.
bet it is.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
Personally.
either.
Axe beak speed is 50 and they're dashing, so they are, I'm going to say they are now 70 feet down the mountain from the stable.
Yes.
And they seem to be heading towards town, actually. Tracks.
Well, I'm not letting them get away without a little bit of something. So I'm gonna run back up to the.
The 3rd axe beak appears to be riderless.
Oh well, I'm gonna hit the riderless one. I'm gonna hit the axe beak.
Okay.
So I am gonna. You said they're about 70 feet.
70 feet
All right,
away.
cool.
yes.
They're in range. That's gonna be 26.
Okay, 26 hits.
That is gonna be. I'll just do the total. So 9 plus. So that's 20 points of damage.
Oh god. You
Out of my
kill
lightning-
the axe beak.
My lightning
Yeah.
gauntlet.
You kill the axe beak, and the axe beak goes down, and you see the creature hit snow, but you don't see anything fall
Yeah, that's right.
away from the axe beak.
You have to
Okay.
walk now. Dick.
Okay. And he just kind of picks himself up and keeps trying to move. Anything else, Trax?
That'll be it for me.
Fang.
Fang will follow Trax out of the hole and looking down the mountain. You say they're about 70 feet away.
Yes.
In one final attempt, Fang puts his hands straight out, closes his eyes, and at level 2 casts Sleep.
Okay.
It's creatures within 20 feet of a point I choose within range. Range is 90 feet, so I'm going to choose like the center of the group.
Got it.
Hopefully to affect them all.
They're spread out because they're riding these like large birds.
Sure.
So you can affect an axe beak and a rider, and that's about it because they're kind of spread out.
That's fine.
Is it 20 feet?
It's
Is it 20 feet radius or 20 feet cube?
creatures, I'm sorry, within 20 feet of a point you choose within range. So I guess it's a
that's
radius.
a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you can affect 2 axe beaks and 2 riders.
Excellent. Well, at level 2, they're getting 7d8.
Dang, nice.
And give me a second.
Yeah, total about
14, 19, 20, 29. So
29.
Yeah. So starting with the creature that has the lowest hit points, current hit points, each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious until the spell ends, or until the sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to awaken them.
Okay, this is what happens. Because you hurt the 2 creatures, the 2 like dwarf-looking guys, they are damaged. Both of them fall asleep, but both of them fall asleep on the X beaks and then fall off, taking. Will you roll a d6 for me?
Hell yeah.
4.
4 points. They each take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as they fall off, but they're still and immediately wake up. They're prone on the ground, but they're awake because they fell, and they're off the X. The X beaks keep going that direction. Good job, Fang. Take an inspiration.
Yeah, that was
for that.
badass.
Yeah.
I actually already have an inspiration that I haven't used yet, so I'm gonna
And it's wasted.
thank you for the boosted confidence. I think that's gonna be it for now.
Donar.
Donar is gonna didn't expect that to happen, so he's going to hightail it running down the hill after them, and we'll make it a full dash, which is 80 feet for me.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna dash past them because you said they were about 70 feet away.
They're about 70 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, and while I'm doing it, I'm gonna say, "Don't you freak it! We gotta talk about it now." As he's running, which is with my great club outstretched, high kneeing down the hill. Oh, frick! I'm out of shape.
Slush.
Slush is gonna follow Donar's lead and do his dash, which will bring him 60 feet. So he'll be on the 10-foot opposite of the guys, and he'll hold his position, swinging his flail, and just trying to look intimidating as possible, and just saying, "It's time to stop running."
And they like barking at you. And they look like they're starting to get to their feet, and they're holding their war picks ready to.
Are they still small or still
They're
dwarf size?
dwarf size now. Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
cool. That's it for me.
Kai.
Kai will begrudgingly look back at Fang and Trax, be like, I guess we gotta do this, huh?
Fang
And,
gives him a free action shrug.
I was ready
So
for bed, but yeah.
Kai takes off using his movement and his bonus action, using a cunning action to move 80 feet. But as he goes by, he'll run by, we'll say, the one on the right.
Okay.
He's going to toss up the dagger, perform another series of hand signs, grab the dagger as it comes back and cast Booming Blade
Nice.
on
Boys.
the one on the right.
Okay.
So
Boom 'em.
he will take regular dagger damage.
Oh, that was almost a 20. I saw that.
I know. It's 21 to hit, and that would be 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And he starts. There's like this wave of thundering energy around him,
Mm-hmm.
and if he moves, he takes another d8 of thunder damage.
He may not realize what it is.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else, Kai?
I'll just continue that run to like land beside where Donar is.
Okay. Okay, the creature's turn. Okay, he does that. Yeah, he doesn't know what it is. He starts running. You're probably the closest, aren't you? As you run by.
I'm right there with Donar.
Yeah,
So.
he starts running at you with his war pick, and the boom, the wave kind of hits him. What kind of damage is it?
Thunder.
Thunder. Like it actually makes. Does it make a sound?
Yeah, it's like
Boom. And you look up at the castle, and lights start coming on.
Sorry.
and he takes 6 points of damage.
Oh yeah, and he just gets blown back 5-10 feet and rolls to a stop and does not move at all. He is dead. Okay, apparently. The second guy.
He looks dead.
So Donar is past him, and Fang is kind of in behind, and Kai is a little bit past. He starts running towards Slush, and he gets up to Slush and pulls his war pick out and just tries to hit it right upside your face. That is only 10 to hit.
Nah, that sure
roll.
doesn't.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my superiority dice of riposte.
Nice.
When he misses me with an attack, I can use my reaction to expend 1 die to make a melee attack.
Okay, make that attack.
So I'm
Post
gonna
him.
go for it with the flail.
Okay.
I just want to bash somebody's face in with it.
Of course.
Josh
And
has
that
some,
is a 20.
some anger sticking out on this guy.
It's a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that you just you block his incoming attack, and then you take the flail and just boom, right up his noggin.
And
I love the word noggin.
not great damage. 9 damage.
Okay, he's actually still up. Tracks.
So I'm gonna move and then finish my expeditious retreat and goes about. I can go 70 feet, so I'm gonna get as close as I can to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna see that guy take a swipe at Slush, and I'm gonna say, "No one hits my friend all up on the face," or whatever you said. And I'm going to use my lightning launcher, but he's still within 5 feet, right?
Of
Slush.
Slush, yes.
Cool. All right. So it is gonna be dirty 20.
That hits.
All right.
The lightning just impacts him right in the chest and flickers through his skill.
So
mail.
first one's 11, second one is 7. So 19 or 18 points of damage. I can do math.
He had 1 left.
Ooh.
The final blow is yours. How would you like to do
Oh,
So I kind of imagine as I'm moving with the expeditious retreat, as I get a little better with it, it's almost like I'm skating, you know? It's a little more controlled rather than just kind of just rocketing up. And I see him swing at Slush, and I just take a shot at him. I imagine it kind of just goes straight through him with that hole of the glowing hole through his body, you know?
Yeah.
Nice. And he just and stops moving.
Slush will push him over if he can.
You look around and you don't see. You see where the third one fell, but you don't see him. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna just yell out and say, "There's one more!" And that'll be it.
I'm gonna finish out the round. But Fang.
Fang, seeing that both of the Durgar are down, but knowing that somebody was calling those commands, shuts his eyes, whispers something under his breath, and opens them real wide. And as he opens them, casts See Invisibility.
Ooh. Yes.
Sure would be great if someone could see invisibility.
And with new eyes, I'd like to take a scan around the area.
The axe beaks were heading down the hill, almost down the path.
Mm-hmm.
At a right angle. What's the range of it?
Well, it's as far as I can see, but when I say new eyes, with my 300 feet worth of dark vision.
Ooh.
Let's go.
You see the invisible dwarf-looking guy as he's like cut off at a different direction, and he's stealthily moving. He's only about 20 feet away, actually.
20 feet away?
Yeah.
Great. Then I would like to... Oh, I'm getting to do it all.
20 feet away from the rest of the two
Sure.
Group.
creatures, the group. Did you move down to meet them, or are you still kind of at the stable?
I suppose I'm still up at the stable.
Okay, so he is, because he went off at an angle, I'm going to say 85 feet, 82 feet.
Great. Then I am going to run the 20 feet toward him. If you'll allow me to do this, since it's part of a new feat as opposed to using... Because typically the rule is if I use a bonus action, I can use another spell as long as it's a cantrip.
Right.
But I am now Meta Magic Adept, so
Hey.
I would like to spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action for a spell.
You got it.
Nice.
And in that, would you allow me to do a normal level spell?
Yes.
That's awesome.
For spending the meta magic point, the bonus, the sorcerer points for it.
I love that.
We'll do that. Yes.
So I am going to cast that, and instead of 1 action, I'm going to spend a bonus action to cast Fairy Fire on Mr. Invisible, since I can see him.
He rolled a 2. He is lit up. What color would you like your fairy fire to be?
He, actually, his body is almost covered in this, like, black, not quite smoke, but also not quite light. It's like somewhere in between, but there's like a starry, twinkly around him where he's like kind of flashing like lightning bugs. And I yell out, I say, "Over here!" And I point him out to everybody.
All right, show
And
off.
everybody sees him. Let's just keep the combat going. Donar.
Let's keep it going.
Donar's gonna say, "Thank you, the Fang," and he's gonna run over to the lit up invisible man and straight over the head conk him.
Don't kill him! Don't kill him!
Yeah, okay, right, yeah. Non-lethally swing his
Okay.
great club straight over the head on top of this guy, or try to. That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right. So, is there a rule since I'm doing this non-lethally? I don't know how far down
You
he
just
is.
announce that it's not. He hasn't taken any damage. Actually, he has
Oh.
taken a little bit of damage. But he's somebody hit him for 5. I'm not sure what that was, but
Well, he's going to take 5 points of bludgeoning from the great club.
okay. He is still up.
And
Anything else?
Yeah, once again, I'm going to use as a bonus action. I'm going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows, 1-2 punch with the astral
Okay.
arms.
Okay.
That is going to be a 16 and a 13.
16 hits, so 13 misses.
All right, 16 is going to do another 3 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Every
I'm
little
gonna
bit
say,
helps.
"Well, we're gonna freaking get you now." And that's
He just
oh, you don't understand.
and he
That's
just
fun.
seems enraged. You can actually see the fairy fire, the black twinkling lights kind of like form over his features, making a face, and he's just scowling evilly at you.
I'm gonna shout up the hill. Yo, Fang, that's cool, dude. We gotta talk about it when this is over.
Later!
Yeah, when Fang does it, it's cool.
Slush.
How far is he from Slush right now?
Probably about 30 to 40 feet.
Okay, if
He went up at an angle.
right, if he's 30, that's my speed, and I'd love to try to tackle him. But if he's out of reach, then I'll just run as close as I can to him.
He was able to do a half move because he had to get up from prone.
Sure.
I'm gonna say you're in range because that's basically he moved 12 feet when he got up from being knocked down, so he's real close. So.
Great. Then I'll run at him, and while I'm running, I'll put the weapons away, and then try to tackle him to the ground. Big old hefty turtle coming at you. Is that athletics again?
It is athletics, yeah.
22 that time.
Okay, you actually may get him this time. Only a 17. So you've grappled him, Wrestling him to the ground will be another
Okay.
check.
Am I able to do that in the same turn?
No.
Or is that okay? Then I'll just
You have to like
hold him
kind
for now.
of get control over him before you can.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'll just hold him for now.
Kai,
Kai is going to. How far away is he?
for you, about 30 feet.
Alright, then I'm going to use my movement to get over to him. And while Slush is holding him, I'm going to again cast Booming Blade as I'm running through, just drag the dagger right across his chest.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, that's gonna be. Oh, I forgot I didn't.
You're
have
at
my-
advantage to the roll, too, because he's being grappled.
And that's a
Natural
nat 20.
20.
Oh, this is gonna hurt real bad. That's 9 plus 18. That's 18 plus 6 is 24.
The final blow is actually yours. How would you like to accomplish this?
So since I cast Booming Blade, I'm gonna come across and cut the blade across his chest like I planned, end up about 10 feet beyond, and he's gonna be in Slush's arm, vibrating with that thunder energy.
Yum.
Okay. He's dead, right? You wanted to kill him, right?
What's gonna happen is if Slush drops him, when he hits the ground, it's gonna go off.
God.
I'm not gonna drop him. I don't think he would yet, just naturally. Not necessarily because I don't think he would know about the thunder thing, but I think he would just still hold on to him.
Okay. We're out of combat. And you're sitting there holding the body of this dwarf, and he goes limp and drops his weapons.
Trax is going to turn to Fang and say, he killed him, didn't he?
The invisibility, you actually see the invisibility fade away, and he comes into physical form, but the dark fairy fire is still covering him.
Why did we kill?
He doesn't even speak our language.
We could have found someone who did, though. Like, in town at 3 a.m. is a bad idea.
Yeah, it's gonna make for a long
Maybe
night.
I wanted to kick him a few times.
Everybody make a histoy roll.
Trax is a 17.
Great.
Also 17.
19. Slush for 19.
Donar was a dirty 1.
Oh.
So,
Darnar's
Take-
blazing up.
take
It's like,
that.
what languages, bro?
Everybody but Kai, you got above 15, right?
I got 15.
15.
Aw.
Everybody but Donar, you kind of think about it. It sounded like Dwarvish, but it had a weird kind of accent. You just didn't understand. You've heard enough Dwarven drunken songs in taverns to kind of recognize it for a second. But it
I
had
think
a
he was
weird
speaking
kind of-
German.
What is that?
Oh, what?
You made that up.
Unless I'm the only wrong one. What do you guys think he was speaking?
Dwarvish. Something Dwarvish. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Probably
we will,
wasn't German.
we will never know what languages he spoke, but it is clear that he wanted us dead. So, in that,
So we
it
took
was
care of him.
either him or us.
Well,
And now we won't know why.
I'm going to go through their stuff, and I'm going to
Yeah,
go
dude,
through
I
their
was going to do
stuff.
the same thing.
Why he spoke the language, or why?
I'll
they were
drop the
hiding
body
out there?
now.
Oh, no.
Okay, the body. The body hits the floor,
Bodies in the floor.
and it's like
something wrong with
another boom explosion as bits and pieces of the body kind of like gory mess, and even more lights turn on at the
Just
castle.
imagine Slush is just covered with
Slush is
Durgar
walking
body
back
parts.
up to the. Slush is walking back up to where we were going to sleep. He's had enough of it. He's gross and nasty and has no words for anybody right now.
Fang,
So what would you?
we'll go with Slush. If he's going to leave, he'll go with him, make sure he's not alone.
Okay. You hear down the mountain, probably even past the where the tavern is. You hear "Ah, ah," of the axe beaks as they continue running down back into the town.
Boy, is that going to be confusing for them.
Confusing for them. That was confusing for us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we took care of business. They're just they're getting some random axe beaks.
We got random Durgar attacking us.
You don't know what they
I
are.
don't know what they are.
Germans.
Germans.
Oh no!
Well, I'm gonna go through their stuff.
Yeah.
One has 12 silver pieces. One has 12 silver pieces. The third roll is 11 silver pieces. Also, the one that you fairy fired that was invisible that you killed last has this pendant on him. And the pendant looks like it's like a black cord, and he wasn't wearing it. It was in his pocket. It has a little like sword-shaped piece of black stone. It's not quite like onyx, like it's like a weird, like you look at it and it kind of like the starlight, the moonlight kind of reflects off of it weirdly, but you don't recognize the material.
I'm going to take out my little contraption and I'm going to, as a ritual, cast Detect Magic with it.
Okay, it is not glowing. It's not magical.
Well, it's nice. Could be sold for something. Do I recognize the symbol at all in any way?
It just appears to be like somebody like crudely made a sword. It looks almost like a sword. It's like kind of stretched out.
Oh, it's crude. This is shit then. Never mind. Anyone want this? I don't know.
I'll take it.
All right, yeah, here you go.
I did check out those. What is it? I as
don't
a
know.
player was not paying attention. I was looking at feats. I'm so sorry. I got a new feat that I'm excited about. I was thinking about that.
The sword pendant that they found in his pocket.
I'm in awe
Yeah,
so much
thank
I
you.
can't even put into words what you found.
Yeah, it's almost like I wasn't paying attention.
Feats is what you said. I heard feet. Sorry, I was looking at feet. Which
You know
made
what,
it
Paul?
funnier
Whatever,
to me.
man. Whatever.
But I quickly understood that you.
I was
said
looking at
feet.
pictures of feet. Oh my god.
No judgment here.
Yeah, all right, I'll take this sword pendant. Thank you. I'm gonna walk up the
Okay.
hill in shame.
Dono likes feet now. It's canon.
It's canon.
You go back up to the stable and you go in. Who's the last one to go inside?
Unfortunately, it's probably me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The two guards that were outside the castle come up to you as you're walking up the hill, and they see you. They kind of wave at you.
Yes, I know. Yes.
And walking down to you.
Oh, shit.
So, what was that all about?
Oh, well, we were sleeping. We were getting ready to go to bed in our very comfy, by the way, stable. And an invisible gentleman attacked us. We killed him and his two friends. And one guy exploded.
What kind of creatures? What kind of creatures
it
were
was
they?
some gray-skinned dwarves.
One looks at the other.
What is that? Does that mean something to you? Do you know this?
Why don't you all come into the castle? We have a nice warm room.
That sounds fantastic. I'll gather my friends and we'll be right there.
Tracks you go into. They wait outside. You go into the
I'm going to
stable.
burst in through the hole and say, "Upgrades! Follow me!"
Slush just got comfortable.
Yeah.
Slush is like pulled into his shell a little bit.
Time to get up, my reptilian friend. We're going into the big times now.
What did you
the
do?
big times.
Pardon me?
What did you do?
Oh, well, I just talked to these two guards and told them the what happened.
What
And they
say?
I told them that the two pale dwarves, the three, attacked us, and they looked at each other and said, "Oh, why didn't you come inside to the castle?"
Well, how did this change the fact that the king is too sick for us to enter the Caer?
I don't know. We'll wear masks or something. I don't know.
Maybe you had a gore dwarf problem.
Fang,
Maybe it was a
I
lie.
think it's important to mask up. I think we should all definitely mask up.
Yeah. Socially distance.
Keep our distance from each other.
Fang is skeptical, but he...
No, the masks are scientifically proven to work.
Not for the masks.
Yeah. No, they're to protect you from me. I promise.
You didn't miss a beat. Good for you. Good for you.
Character point.
That's how rumors get started.
That's how rumors
Post it
get
on Twitter.
started.
Well, suddenly Fang is an anti-vaxxer. It's not the fucking case.
Listen, man, apparently Dono's got a foot fetish, so a lot of
A
things.
lot of stuff's happening tonight.
We
Just
can't help
Fang just says some tweets like, "Look, I don't know what's in the potions. I'm not gonna take them."
The cleric is an anti-vaxxer. That's good.
You walk with the two guards, and you get to the front gates, and you go through this, like they open the doors, and there's like, you see these raised portcullises above you, and they open the inner doors, and you come out into a courtyard. Yeah, it's very dirty, very snowy. You see lots of footprints everywhere. This is you see arrow slits. This is a serious castle. To the east, there's a double door with a small single-story building with a slanted snow-covered roof, and you hear kind of like barking, deep, like throated barking, like not quite like dogs, maybe like big, like sled dogs, but you hear a lot of barking. The booms must have woken them up. West of the double door, in front of you, is 2 unused merchant stalls with torn canopies. Tucked under some icy stairs in the northwest corner is a slender wooden hut with a crescent moon carved into its flimsy door. The guards take you through the double doors and into... You see behind you, as the guards close the door, there is a place for a huge crossbar that's standing on its end in the corner of the room. And there's a place for it to slide behind the 2 double doors. This once grand hall is dimly lit by chandeliers that are missing most of their candles. 3 long tables in the center of the hall are littered with dirty dishes, which a young tiefling servant is slowly collecting. A stone staircase ascends to a pair of 20-foot-high balconies that hug the walls. On the north landing, directly across from the main entrance, hangs a banner depicting the town's heraldry, a stone watchtower on a dark blue field, with a horizontal red fish facing to the right under the tower. The guards say, Speaker Craddock's servant will be here momentarily to speak with you. Please, rest here. To the...
Is there a buffet?
It looks like there used to be like those scraps of food that were on the table, but they're long cold. Dinner was long ago. And you see in between the stairs, you see that they've gotten 2 cauldrons and they've got fires kind of that are burning low. The guard goes up to the tiefling servant and says, bring some firewood, stoke up the fires. And she nods and hurries out. Please rest here. And he leaves.
Trax is going to turn to Kai and say, I almost prefer the stables to this.
Really? We've got fire here.
This place is disgusting.
This is not the lodgings that you promised, Trax.
Look, all right. They told me that it was... I guess they were right. They said they had fire, and that was the plus to... Look, we're not being attacked by invisible dwarves.
That is the plus, I would say.
Yes, you are correct.
Drax, I like it. I like that it's warm and not outside.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fang will do a perimeter check. Just walk around the room and...
Okay, make a perception check. You see the 3 doors, 2 to the east and 1 to the west.
6.
You look around, it looks just like... You actually see like crumbs underneath the tables. This is like the servant has a broom that's against the wall, and the servant comes back with a armful of firewood and dumps it into one of the cauldrons and then leaves to go get another armful of wood.
You, servant.
Yes?
What's your name? You have to think about it? Sorry, what was that?
Ron just gave Zach the finger. What will happen next?
Death saving
roll for initiative.
Find out why.
So as you look around, Fang, you don't really see much more than that. The woman, my name's Mir.
Mir.
Oh.
She kind of looks around and she's like, how can I help you?
Is there anything to eat around here? Is the kitchen open?
The fires are cold now, but I could probably rummage some bread, maybe some cold soup.
I'll take it if you have it. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Anything?
I'll be right
Anyone
back.
else? Anything?
Oh, yeah, dude. Cold soup. I love gazpacho. Let's do it.
I think I'm good.
So she leaves. And after she leaves, coming down the stairs... I need to pull the map up so I can look at it. Just so you know, these middle stairs go up to this balcony. And these stairs on the left and right continue from the balcony up to a second level.
Oh.
Coming down from the second level is this tiefling. He has like he's balding with white hair on the sides of his head, horns that go just straight back. He has a long coat, a long pointed devilish tail, and he has a waistcoat with a cummerbund, and he has a jewel that is like hanging off of his neck on a black cord. And the jewel looks like this blackish material shined. It's so shiny and it's so like well maintained. But Trax, Donar, it looks like a similar material to the thing that you had, to the pendant that you had earlier.
I'm going to mark that.
He comes down, he says, "My name is Kadroth, and I am Speaker Krennic's butler.
Yeah.
How can I help you? I heard that you ran into some trouble outside."
Hello, yes, my name is Trax Bobfoot. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes, we are. The guards invited us in after they found out that we had dispatched 3 dwarfs, I suppose is the best term to looking around at everyone.
What did they look like? He looks very concerned.
Pale skin, graying skin. It appeared
Deep
that
dwarves? Dark dwarves? Durgar?
Yes, I suppose. If that's the correct nomenclature for them.
Those creatures come from the Underdark.
Fantastic. Why are they here?
I don't know, but we have run into several outside of town.
Well, there was an invisible
They seem to
one.
be spying on us. We have been on the lookout for them.
That sounds about right.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Slush would do the same.
Make an insight check.
Oh, that's an at 1.
I got a 7.
We are crushing it tonight.
We're back.
Anybody else roll?
Donar trusts him.
I'm probably too concerned.
Yeah, Fang is in the back. He would have rolled as well. He's in the back of the group, kind of towering over and like really kind of suspicious of this whole situation.
Okay.
And his insight is a 17.
17. He seems concerned. Your battle with the Duergar, that is what the creatures are called, woke up the entire castle with some spell-casting shenanigans that went along.
Well, I'm sorry. I feel like we did a service to the city by dispatching 3 of them.
And Speaker Krennic thanks you for that. He is very ill at the moment, and my underlings are currently trying to get him back into bed. He was quite worried about what was going on outside the castle walls.
What is his ailment?
He has the wasting disease. He has been slowly succumbing to it, dwindling to nothing. We have clerics attending him, trying to make him comfortable.
And who is ruling in his stead?
He is still able to make proclamations, but he cannot go out in public currently. We send out word of his proclamations and send out guards to check in on the people of the town.
So am I to assume that, for lack of a better term, it is you who are the hand of the king?
I cannot claim any such power. I only do the will of the speaker.
Speaker, yes. This is what I meant to say. So you are the one who carries out the orders, is what I'm asking.
I ensure that they are carried out, yes.
Mm.
We would like to thank you. I'm sorry that the guards gave you the cold shoulder, literally. But
I appreciate that humor.
But since you have done a service, we can allow you to stay here. I will have Mir bring you bedrolls and pillows and blankets, and you can stay here in the Great Hall tonight.
Well, I appreciate it. And don't I mention something about gazpacho?
Gazpacho killed soup.
I could have it heated up. It's not much trouble.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah,
yes,
that would be
please,
better. I
please,
do like
please.
gazpacho, but it's not summer.
Ideal.
It's a summer
Mir
patio
comes in
dish.
with a bowl and like an armful of firewood, and she's kind of struggling, and she kind of goes over to Trax and like bows her head and hands it to you. And Kadroth comes over and says, "Mir, didn't I treat you better manners? Take that and warm it up in the fireplace." And she's, sorry, master. And she goes, puts the firewood into the other cauldron, goes and gets a spit and installs it over the fire and pours. Comes back with a big, large pitcher of stew, pours it into the bucket hanging on the spit, and proceeds to heat it up. And then
This is more like it.
And she
Is
leaves.
the service.
And she says,
used
I'll
to?
be back with bowls and plates and bread. Give me a moment.
Yeah, if you need any help, I know my way around. So I got 2 hands here. I guess 4.
Sometimes 4.
Yeah, no, I guess they would still be
yes.
Kateroth says, please, Mir loves to serve. She needs no help.
Okay, all right. I'll let her do her thing.
Is there anything you wish from me? I would like to get some sleep tonight.
Out of curiosity, what? That is quite a charming piece you're wearing around your neck. Might I inquire where you...
Noticed.
I have the eye for finery.
I was given this as a gift.
Well, it is a lovely gift.
Slush will insight check that.
I think I will too. Don't I will?
Okay.
Yeah, same for me for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Roll your insight.
That's
I don't think Slush ever saw the other medal, but since Trax is showing it or picking it out, I feel like that's why Slush would. He got a 16 though.
Okay.
I got a 5.
The picture
Not good.
looks blue, but it's kind of a blackish blue. It's kind of like light shining on it, and it like reflects like a blackish dark blue.
it's a 14 for Donar.
14. So 14, and Slush had a 7?
16.
16. He is telling the truth. It was definitely given to him as a gift. And he seems proud of it. Like he seems like he's wearing it outside of his clothing. It's a large piece, and it's actually inset against like a metal backing that's made of silver.
Who gave that to you?
It's a private matter. Maybe I could share it to you one day once I learn to trust you.
Oh, come on. We're all good friends here.
If I may, and Donar's going to pull out his pipe and say, you trust someone a lot better once you've smoked down with them. I don't know if you do that, but you should if you don't.
I'm sorry, but no smoking here. It really hurts Speaker Kranek's health. We have special herbs that we have that are helping him heal. Such a drug would be dangerous.
Oh, the dank has mad medical properties. I'll respect the rules of the house, but if you haven't tried the dank, that might keep him
I'm
alive.
sure it does. I'm sure it does, and I know you're wanting to help.
Can you somehow put it into a vapor form?
Oh yeah, well this is
Some kind of vapor?
yeah, it's like a cousin to this. This is a water pipe. I could talk about it. We don't have to give it length. The DM doesn't want us to keep going.
You got any ale?
Oh yes, I would appreciate that.
Since the ferry from East Haven has stopped running, we really have very little in the way of alcohol here on premises. I'm sorry.
Boy, that's really disappointing. How do you even get to sleep around here?
What about the ferry?
The ferry, the lake is frozen over. The ferry is frozen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Caer Dineval and Caer Koenig get a lot of their food and supplies and drink from East Haven, and it's brought in on the ferry. But unfortunately, we're really having to make do.
Okay, I get it. Your sweetie gave you the necklace, huh?
I do love the person who gave me this necklace, yes.
Really?
That's the only clue I'll give you.
See, you sound like you want to talk about it.
I do, but I can't talk to you now. Perhaps in the morning.
You bet.
And with that, I bid you good night. Please, no more spell explosions.
No promises.
We'll try our best.
Okay. And he goes upstairs and disappears.
All right, so I don't trust anything happening here. Am I the only one?
Yeah, it's a little shady for
No,
sure.
you are not.
Something
brought
is-
us here,
All
Trax.
right. Something is... Well, okay, I didn't know. You're more than welcome to go sleep out in the stable.
Mir comes back with
Hi.
a plate.
Uh-huh.
She's like, has a plate with bread that's been sliced up, and you actually like bowls for the stew, which is starting to bubble. She has some like hard cheese
Oh yeah.
sliced up, and she puts it
Pecorino.
on the table and kind of nods and says, "Please, if there's anything I can do, I will be." And she points to the door to the southeast and says, "If there's anything I can do, please just knock and wake me up, and I will do it for you."
Yeah,
Mir.
maybe just have a sleep, huh?
Quickly, what is the wasting disease?
Speaker Kranich has been, and she kind of like thinks for a second. She says, Speaker Kranich has been wasting away. He's been losing strength. He used to be a large, heavy-set man, and he's just losing all sorts of weight. and he just seems to be wasting away. I have not actually, I am not his servant. I'm not a cleric, so I haven't actually seen him, but this is what Cadrath tells me.
You know where his room is?
She thinks for a second, and then Ron has to look it up.
While Ron thinks, Trax is just going to look at Kai and kind of give a little bit of a, like, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Ah.
The speaker's bedchamber is upstairs, but there are guards outside of the door.
What an interesting detail you put in there. Thank you.
Mir, do you know anyone who has seen the speaker personally?
I know that my master, Cadrath, has. I know some of the servants who go in and bring him food. So, yes. I hear from them that he is there. I mean, it's not just some dream that I'm having.
And do excuse me, do you enjoy your work here, or your servitude to Cadrath and the Caer?
He found me on the streets of Bryn Shander begging for food. He took pity on me. He gave me work. He taught me to be a loyal servant to him and to those who need it and deserve it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Thank you so much. Thanks, Mir, for your hospitality.
Good evening. And she goes back into, I'm probably telling you, yeah, that's the right place. Yeah, she goes to the southeast. The door she came out of with the food was to the northeast. But she goes back to the southeast door and closes it, and you hear a clink lock.
This is a tall room we're in, because there's stairs that go up.
Stairs that go up, and you see those dotted lines that are in the room. I don't know if you can see them. Those are like walkways along the east and west walls.
Is she gone?
She is gone.
Okay.
But a room
Group
away,
huddle.
so
Group huddle.
yeah.
Group huddle. Come
bring
in,
it in.
please.
Bring it in.
Something's not right here. I feel like we all sense that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just don't know what to do about it.
I'm curious. I don't know. My instincts tell me that perhaps this speaker is not actually ill, but being kept against his will.
I do think that this is possible.
I just find it extremely coincidental that this Duragar has an amulet very similar to our tiefling friend. That cannot be a coincidence.
Only one way to find out.
He did say that he would perhaps speak more on it in the morning.
He seemed excited about it, in fact.
What I'm saying is we may not be here in the morning for him to discuss it.
Oh, that's true.
I think if someone, Kai, could do perhaps a little reconnaissance, maybe see what those gods are up to.
Oh yeah, I was planning on paying a trip to the speaker tonight anyways.
Oh, good, yes.
That's something you want to do alone, I imagine? So as not to attract attention? You want backup?
And I look around and I see a tiny squeaky little kobold, a giant turtle, and a guy in armor. I'm like,
I'm very good at pretending to sleepwalk.
yeah, the point is to not draw attention.
If I could... What time is it right now?
Late. Like, it's probably... You arrived at midnight.
Oh, shit.
And then
so
you
it's
walked up
probably
the hill, and then you got into a fight, and then this. So I want to say like 2:30 or 3. It's actually really late.
I'll give it another hour or so, let everyone settle, start getting back to sleep, and I'll sneak up and see what's what.
If you feel like that dagger isn't serving your purposes anymore, I might take the power source out of it. I feel like I might have a new invention that could potentially help us out with this, but it might take all night to finish.
You can take the dagger, but this might want to get done tonight.
Well, I'll start on this as a backup.
And I'll toss it over to him.
And Trax is going to pop out the little energy source battery, and he's going to plop his bag down on one of the tables and pull out a bunch of scrap metal and get to work on something.
Okay.
Fang, looks at Kai and he says, if you are certain that you must do this alone.
You got it.
And Fang will retire to probably like halfway up the stairs over here on the eastern wall and just start to meditate a little bit. He's going to light a candle, which, out of game, my wife got me this Cure Wounds.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
For Christmas. So
That's
I'm
amazing.
going to light that as...
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Is that? Oh, that's cool.
It's eucalyptus and peppermint.
She consulted me on that. I'm glad
Oh,
you
yeah?
like it.
Yeah. It's fresh. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
So Fang just goes into some thought and lights a candle on the stairs.
Okay. The fire heats up the stew, and it kind of like fills the room with its scent. Does anybody eat any of the stew or the bread or the cheese?
I'm gonna have all of the above.
Yeah, I would definitely take some food up there with me.
It's okay. It's like kind of a generic, like it definitely needs some spice, Donar. Like there's these little like added stuff, but you got that covered.
Donar's gonna say, "Oh, forget this," and he's gonna pull out some basic spices, some cumin and some pink peppercorns, and just spice it up a little bit. I
Okay.
try not to mess too much with other people's cooking, but like if it doesn't taste good, what the frick am I supposed to do?
No, please mess with it.
Yeah, kosher salt.
Slush is recognizing that he's getting grumpy and is gonna take some food to this little corner that I've got him in, kind of by the stairs going up, but not up the stairs. But he's just gonna take his food there and then go in his shell and go to sleep.
Okay.
Anyone notice that Slush got a little grumpy there towards the end?
I'm preoccupied by him going in his shell. I've never seen that.
It's kind of adorable.
It's
Okay.
like a little box turtle.
Is there any kind of watch order that you guys are going to take, or?
I don't mind to take the first one.
I'll probably
'cause-
I'll take first with Donar. Trax will take first with Donar because he's probably tinkering around. He's excited.
Mhm.
You know, he's got this idea, and they can sit up and chat about
Okay.
food. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I'll take second watch, I guess, or right whenever Kai wakes up.
Yeah,
whenever Kai
that'd
gets to
probably be
Fang,
around second.
That'll be when Fang takes watch.
okay. So Donar and Trax, you tinker. Trax tinkers for a while, and Kai wakes up, getting ready for his watch, and Fang as well. You go to sleep. Donar, you've got the pendant, right?
I have the pendant. I just kind of shoved it in a pocket, though.
Could you roll a 20-sided die for me?
Surely.
No.
Not this again.
A 4?
Okay. Could everybody take their headphones off?
Oh, God.
man,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay.
Donar's going to be smart.
You have a dream,
Oh, boy.
and it's unsettling, so much so that you don't get credit for the long rest,
Oh, okay.
and you'll have one level of exhaustion when you wake up because it's such an
Okay.
unsettling dream. You dream of this figure,
Oh.
and it's like this bearded man, long hair. He's encased in ice, and literally dreaming of like this really abstract version. It's like, how dreams are,
Yeah.
and he's frozen in this block of ice, but his mouth is open in a never-ending scream.
Oh,
And
it
that
sucks.
disturbs, and that completely just messes with your mind, and you just do not get any rest tonight.
Oh, it blows, dude.
And everybody else can turn their headphones back on. That was quick. And okay, so Kai wakes up. What do you do, Kai?
Just gonna walk over to Fang and kind of like nudge him awake if he's not already awake.
Fang will stir, and he says, "Oh, good." And he gets up and kind of cracks his neck a little bit, and he says, puts his hand on his shoulder, and he says, "You take care out there. You stay out of sight, and come back and let us know if you need us as soon as possible." And I'm gonna go ahead and go rogue here, Ron, and I'm gonna make Blake make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Ooh.
This feels dirty.
I know it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna go rogue. You know what, Ross? Take a point of inspiration.
18.
As Fang talks to you, you look into his eyes. his eyes have changed to the point where his pupils are dilated so large, and when you look into them, you see just black, like night with stars, kind of like endless stars, kind of fading into just like an endless, I won't say galaxy, not like black holes and shit, but like just night and stars.
It looks like the glorious expanse of stars that's overhead whenever the aurora is not in the sky of Icewind Dale.
And as he touches you, Fang gives you Vigilant Blessing, so gives you advantage on your next initiative roll.
Oh,
And he will also share Eyes of Night and share Dark Vision with you up to 300 feet.
you changed your domain, didn't you there?
As soon as I heard that,
Eyebrows. And he says, please take care of yourself.
And a little taken aback by looking into space for a minute there. It's just like, yeah, thanks. Maybe get some sleep? I don't know.
He chuckles at that. Gives him one of those too hard, and sits back down.
Would you say, is it night, or is it kind of like twilight right now?
No, it's no.
No, I'm just being a dick. I'm being a dick.
Yeah. Damn it.
Fang.
Okay. Kai, what do you do?
Kai is going to start making his way up to where she said that the speaker's room was located.
Okay.
And to make it easier, he's going to look for guards.
Okay. You walk up. I'm going to take you because I'm going to take you to another level map, which means you're going to disappear from everybody's view.
Oh,
yeah. So you walk up the stairs and you head to the east. So you're walking up the stairs. You see a door on the other walkway on the left side, and you see a door on the right. And down there, next to the door, are two guards.
Okay. If that's where they are, then I'm gonna wait here and stealthily take stock of them.
And they're kind of talking softly. There is a stone railing that kind of is up it's a little higher than waist high, that goes all the way back. So the guards are sitting there in chairs in front of the door.
Okay. So, am I around a blind corner right now, right here?
Yes, because there's a little railing there. So you'd have to come you're actually, because you're down, the stairs are the lower part of the stairs, and the stairs go up to the walkway.
Yeah, so this goes up and this goes up again, right?
Mm-hmm. Make a stealth check for me.
All right. 16.
Okay. You kind of peek up over and you see the guards.
All right. What I'm going to do is perform a series of hand signs, and I will cast Silent Image.
Okay, nice.
And
Casting those fucking spells.
Yeah, right? That image is going to take the form of a little dwarf-size, dark-skinned dwarf.
Okay.
And I'm going to slowly make that image walk up the stairs as if it's going to the room.
Okay, you do that. Let me see if they even notice, because it is late at night and they're on night duty. I rolled the highest for the two of them. The highest was a 9.
Oh god!
They're talking and they don't notice because it's silent and it's not making any noise. And they seem to be kind of muttering to one another and laughing softly, like they're trying to avoid waking anybody up.
All right, then we will put phase 2 into action, and I will perform another set of hand motions.
What do you do? Do you make the silent image go away?
No, the silent image is concentration. This next one is not.
Okay.
I'm going to, which is funny because you would think it would be, I'm going to cast Mage Hand. And using my trickster abilities, I'm going to make it invisible.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to make the hand... You can't really see it where it's coming from, but the hand will trail along with my silent image.
Okay.
And will pat on the ground
Got
with
it.
its footsteps.
That's awesome.
Got it. Nice.
Incredible.
Take an inspiration for that. That was really
That's
brilliant.
badass.
I still have an inspiration.
Wasted.
Crushing it.
The guards, they turn around and you see that they're wearing kind of black pendants with the black little like sword
Mm-hmm.
in front of their leather armor, and they look and their like eyes get big, and they're like, "Invaders!" And they start shouting.
Well, do you want me to roll initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Okay.
You have
Oh, that's not
advantage on this initiative.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jesus,
Nice.
thank goodness. That's much better. That's a 20. Thank God for that.
They got a 17, and you see them pull heavy crossbows out and level them at the image of the dwarf.
Okay.
Downstairs, you all hear somebody shout, "Invaders!" And it wakes everybody up.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
This is basically the surprise round. Kai, what do you do?
All right. Kai is going to flip back around the corner.
Mhm.
Are all of these... They're 5 foot standard, right?
Yes, they're 5 foot standard, yes.
Then he is going to move all the way around here 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use his action to move the image down the stairs
Away.
and around as if it's trying to run down the stairs.
Okay.
Kai's also going to use his bonus action to hide.
Okay, roll a stealth roll.
That's 23.
Okay. The guards go to the top of the stairs and they look down because they've got like height, and they see the silent image walking in the mage hand is like try to like match the pattern of the footsteps, and they fire their crossbows at the silent image. Okay, one misses, and one, let me see, make a perception roll for him, because he hits it. It goes right through the silent image and impacts the wall behind, but he kind of like, he blinks for a second. He's tired. And he rolled a 4 in his perception. He thinks he misses. Okay. Everybody else, God, because I don't have a setup for this. Okay. Okay, they're 17. Kai, what were you, 23? No, that was
20.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
Kai. Everybody else, let's see. Donar, what'd you get?
Oh, we rolled initiative. Dono's just dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Donar. Trax.
19.
Slush.
16.
I was rolling well, Fang.
19.
19. So, top of the round, the guards say, "Hey, come back here!" Kai, you see that. What do you do?
I'm trying to make them trying to fish them downstairs, so I'm going to continue and make the silent image continue to underneath them so they can't have a proper angle with the crossbow.
How far can you move the silent image in a round?
30 feet.
So basically, it's kind of like going down, and like you make it go over the railing of the stairs and go tucks under. And so everybody sees this Durgar come down the stairs at you if you're awake downstairs. Donar, what do you do?
So guess with a high initiative, he was asleep. He's super groggy, so he's just gonna first sleepily take half of his movement to stand up, and groggy with eyes squinched shut. You know the word squinched.
Squinched.
He's gonna pull his great club from behind his back.
Got it.
As a bonus action, sleepily, almost like muscle memory, even though it's so new, spend a key point to summon the arms of the astral self. Not pick anybody as targets, and just kind of walk. You said the Durgar. Is there a Durgar in the room with us?
Yes, you looks like there's a Duragar. Let me.
As far as we know.
Yeah, as far as you know.
As far as we know. All right. So sleepily, he's gonna groan a little bit. Sleepily walk up and smack it upside the head.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Is concentration... Do I have to end that on my turn, or can I end it at any time?
I think it usually says, but I think you have to end it on your turn. If somebody wants to look that up, but I think you have to end it on your turn.
Where would you look that
Because
up?
a lot of it is like end spell on a bonus action, like dismiss the illusion as a bonus action or something like that, or as a free action.
See. I want to look it up right quick because
It's important. Yeah.
yeah.
19 to hit the Durgar.
Well, you definitely hit.
Great.
Or so you think.
He's going on autopilot, and he's gonna do 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
You can end concentration at any time. No action required.
Excellent. Okay, so what do you do, Kai? As you see
So-
Donar like pop in the arms, like kind of like get ready to do some punching,
The
and
minute that Donar goes to hit it, I make it look to Donar, give him the finger, and then blink out as if it's going invisible.
okay,
Donar's gonna just kind of shrimpy-eyed look at it and say, "It's just getting weirder, man. The dream's getting weird." And just gonna stand there, kind of slack-jawed, not doing anything else.
Donar. Let's see. So Trax or Fang? Who wants to go?
Go ahead.
You can go.
Oh, yeah. So
Trax.
Since Trax is probably still kind of tinkering, so
yeah,
he probably isn't
Fang
quite
is
as quick.
on watch. So Fang will stand the rest of his. I guess he was sitting on the stairs, so he was already, I guess, half standing anyway. He gets up and scans the room, watches that Durgar disappear, knows that it's not what it seems, and looks around for the real threat.
Make a perception check.
10.
10. You don't see any other threats, though you do hear boots stomping above you, like on the walkway above you.
Great. Then, with that, Fang jumps down the side of the stairs and heads over to the table next to Trax here. Is it one long bench, or are there like chairs?
There's benches. That's basically like long. There's probably like 2 or 3 benches on each side of the table, but they're currently pushed in.
Got it.
Underneath the table.
Well, he's gonna position himself between Trax and the stairs, and he's gonna say back to him. He'll say, "Hey, stay alert. I think we're getting into something." And he's going to take out his mace, and once he sees what comes around, once he has the targets, he's going to ready a sleep cast on them.
Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's it. Trax, your turn.
So he's probably kind of like still half tinkering on the table, and as soon as all of this happens, he's going to draw his pistol and aim it over to where the Durgar was and see it blink out and say, "What the hell is going on?"
Kai is not with us at the moment. I think this is his doing.
Did it give the finger to him?
This is why I think it is Kai.
That's Kai. That is Kai, yes.
I'm pissed.
Both of you make an insight check.
Oh, natural one. Actually, inspiration.
18. Use it.
Hey,
Yeah, use it so you can get some more. Trax got an 18.
18. It's Kai.
Yeah.
It's
and
Kai. That's
another
Kai.
18 also.
So I imagine we both just kind of look at each other
The
and go,
expression of the
"It's Kai."
Duragar was definitely Kai's.
Fantastic.
"Oh shit, it's Kai." And so Trax is gonna just quickly pop up and kind of run up to where it came out of this door here.
It came around the stairs on the right, along the balcony, and down, like kind of jumped down off the middle stairs and ducked underneath the balcony.
So I'm gonna go up to where it came in from.
Like going up to the balcony.
Area, that area, and just kind of like look and see.
The guards look at you, come up, and say, "Hey, you, Shrimp! Where'd they go? Where'd the dwarf go?"
I'm sorry, I'm not going to respond to that. We are your guests.
What's down there? And they keep trying to run, even though it's not their turn. Actually, it is next to their turn. Do you do anything else, Trax?
No, I'm going to put my gun away so they don't see that I'm armed.
Okay. The guards run down and they scan the room.
And they're entering the room. Fires off my rated action, yes.
Yes. And they're kind of looking down. Where'd the Duragar go? Shouting.
So as they come into full view, Fang's sleep spell goes off on both of them. Level 1 this time.
Okay.
Bad rolls. How does this work? 7. Okay, out of 5d8, that's 9. 13. Jesus.
They do not fall asleep. And they look around. Actually, I'm going to have them make insight checks to see if they notice you casting the spell. One of them kind of like looks over at you and kind of like gives you like an eyebrow.
Fang's hand is out as like he just cast it, and he just kind of looks at his hand outstretched toward him, looks back at him, and gives him just like that big meaty wave with a smile. And
make a deception roll.
Great. It's so hard to. Oh, 17.
Okay, they kind of like look at you and he blows it off. It's late at night. He's seeing things. They start coming down the stairs. They can get to here with their full movement.
Were they going back up the stairs in initiative, or?
No, they moved all the way down to the top part of the stairs during their turn.
Okay. But they haven't started going back up yet, have they?
No. They ended their turn at the top of the stairs. They're not on the balcony currently.
Is it my turn?
Sorry, Slush's turn, actually. Sorry. It's like I wrote it down on paper instead of actually having it in the computer in front of me.
That's okay.
It's Slush's turn.
Cool.
I feel like Slush never even saw this Duragar image because he was probably asleep. It didn't make any sounds. The first thing to make a sound, I think, was Donar talking about a dream or something. So Slush is probably standing up, stretching it out, kind of groggy, sees these two dudes to his left talking about a Duragar, and he just says, does it look like there's a damn dwarf down here? Let us sleep, please.
He's grumpy.
Just
staring at the one, the closest one to me. Just death glare.
The guards are like, you're seeing things again. I am not. And they start kind of bickering at the top of the stairs. Kai, your turn.
I'm going to, as stealthily as possible, try to zip past behind them.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh.
And
yes.
Yeah, that's a 24.
Yeah.
I rolled perception for them because they're looking in the process of looking, but I rolled double 2s for them.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah. So you make it.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with my movement and my cunning action. I think I should be able to get to the door.
It looks like there's a big, like, honking lock on the door. Not like a physical lock, but it's in the door.
All right. Then I'm going to recall my mage hand and get my mage hand to make a sleight of hand check to pick the lock.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I'll do? This will be fun and cause a little bit more of a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
There's still, like, plates and stuff on the tables down there, right?
No, because she collected everything.
She cleaned everything up. Actually, this is what we're gonna do. The guards, they've got crossbows. Do they have, like, any swords or anything hanging
They
off their
have
hips?
maces, actually. Like a big leather-wrapped mace with, like, a cylindrical metal head on it.
Then I am going to use my mage hand to pull one of the maces off of the guys.
Okay.
Nice.
Make a sleight of hand.
That's a 9.
Okay. You just aren't able to, and they start kind of like moving a little bit, so you just can't quite get a grasp.
Does he feel it? The pull on it?
Let me do a perception roll for him. No. I haven't rolled.
They're so
for them,
stupid.
For them, I haven't rolled double digits at all for any roll they've made so far.
All right, that's fine. That's all I can do on my turn.
Okay. Donar.
With the way I've got him positioned in roll 20, Donar's standing on the table, and I'm going to keep that.
Okay.
So
Cannon.
It's canon.
He's still super groggy, half asleep, doesn't know
Yep,
what's
there it
real
is.
and what's not. So he's gonna just kind of one-handed, or I guess two-handed, because it's a two-handed weapon, hold the great club out to the two guards and say, almost as if it's like a script,
Mhm.
"Gentlemen, would you please state your purpose and let me know if you intend to harm me or anyone else?"
Man, our group is so fucking weird. Just these people sleeping in their dining room.
One of the guards says, "You sure you didn't see any dwarves down in here?"
Yes, we are quite sure.
No.
Oh, well, yeah, no.
No.
I thought
Once
I
it's
saw
my turn, I'm gonna
something.
do something.
Okay, they turn to start to go back up.
Well, no. I hold on. I thought I saw some kind of. I don't. Am I Am I high now? I didn't want to be.
Make a deception roll.
I mean, if Donar did see, never mind.
I mean,
This-
either make a persuasion or deception roll, your choice.
Well, I rolled deception. And I rolled a 22.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and he doesn't know if he's helping or hurting the cause. He's just saying what feels real.
And they will start coming down the stairs toward you. It's like, which way did he go? We have to protect this. We have to protect the Caer.
Oh yeah, you got to protect the Caer. That's what I've been saying. It just seemed like maybe he went under a table. I don't know. It's like he disappeared.
Okay, they start heading down.
Fang will start looking under a table where he's at. He's between two tables. He starts looking under.
We're gonna do this quickly. Trax and Fang, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna say, no, you idiots! He is not in here anymore. And I'm going to run over to this door here, and I'm going to, as I'm running, I'm going to pull out one of my little tinkerings. It's going to be on my little recording device, and I'm going to just kind of flick it into the hall, and it's going to emit
In the hall?
the grumbling that the Durgar.
Oh, the
like when we
front
came
door.
in, like
It goes.
I guess it's the courtyard, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna play the recording of the Durgar yelling at us when we were in the stable. And say,
Okay. Let me know
do
when you
hear
make
that?
these recordings from now on. Like, you have to tell me when you're recording them.
Very convenient.
Well, I mean, it gives off any kind of sound. Like it doesn't, it's not like specific. It just says
the
it emits
spell
a sound.
would otherwise just emit any
so
sound
it's-
you
it's not-
wanted.
it's not
but
gonna
like
be-
this.
Right,
got
right.
it.
Right. So I'm trying to like flavor it.
Like, if you wanted to record something specific, let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know specifically. So maybe I'll.
Sorry
okay,
to be the asshole DM.
So how about this? Can I say? So how about as I'm running over, I'm like to this
That's
little
even better.
recording
Okay.
device.
Um,
So I'm running over, going, and I flick it out through the door and say, "I think I see him over
Make-
there."
make a deception roll at disadvantage.
Oh God! Here we go. At least not a negative. Okay, so 14
Is
and
going on?
Okay.
A 9.
They kind of look at you. They believe Donar more than you, so they're. And also, your adventurers, they're just kind of like laughing and sort of like, what's going on? This is we haven't seen nonsense like this since the last time we were in Enchanter.
You know what? If we're distracting him, that's all I
Okay.
want to do.
Fang, what do you do?
Fang's still looking for the Durgar under the table. And once he's sure that the thugs are not heading up that direction, he starts to like keep looking under the table, but inch his way toward the stairs. The stairs whence he
Mhm.
was once meditating. And so he's like looking around the stairs. He kind of heads up the stairs, kind of countering them,
Mhm.
getting the high ground, so to speak.
Right. Well, technically, right there, those stairs are the stairs that are going up from the balcony to the second level. So you're kind of under them. You can't
Got
really
it.
get to them from.
Either way, Fang is the whole time actually looking for Kai. Not under the table, obviously, but once he gets over to the stairs.
But make a perception.
17.
You don't see him.
Cool. Then he's going to stay down here with the group, trust Kai, and keep looking around for that dang Durgar. I didn't see it. I don't know, so I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what they look like.
Okay. Let's see, the guards come down toward Donar. Are you okay? You look a little... Something about your eyes. Like, you okay? I'm sorry we've woke you up, but if there's danger around here.
Yeah, I'm allergic
It's
to getting freaking woken up an hour
to something.
in. So, I'm a little pissed off about that. I guess I'll look under a table.
They start moving I heard a rumor that these Duergar, some of them actually can shrink really small. So we better look really carefully. Yeah, they start looking underneath the tables and moving the benches out and making a lot of noise and a lot of ruckus. Slush.
Man. Slush is gonna go back in his shell, man. He'll like keep his eyes open for now and just kind of watch what's happening out there, but he's over it.
Top of the round, Kai.
I'm picking that lock.
Okay, roll.
Come on, roll. I'll use my inspiration.
Yeah. Don't waste it.
Inspiration. Watch, it's gonna be lower.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, 19.
Hey!
19.
It's way too close to that one.
You hear the lock mechanism click satisfyingly into place. It is open.
Alright, then I'm gonna pull it off and take it off the door and go in.
Standing in front of the door,
Oh fuck.
Oh, shit.
there's a dark-skinned man standing in front of you in kind of bedclothes, but he has a long sword out. He's like, "Who are you?"
Do I get the feeling that this is the speaker?
No.
Oh boy.
He's wearing a pendant around his neck.
I am going to...
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well-
he says,
I'm gonna say...
Where are the guards? Where are the guards?
They were...
Behind him, let me describe what's behind him.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
This room is immaculately furnished. It has all the trappings of a royal bedchamber, including a soft bed, warm quilts, elegant tapestries, and a gilded chamber pot. Bars over the windows dispel the air of luxury somewhat. Squatting in the far corner of the room over the chamber pot is a pale man wearing a nightgown. He has an unkempt beard and seems hard at work filling the chamber pot.
That's
Perfect timing, he grumbles, voice dripping with sarcasm.
I like hard at work.
Yeah, hard at work did
What's
something
sitting on
to
the
me.
toilet?
Yeah, that's
I
good.
think he needs more fiber.
He's got his nightgown pulled up to his waist and his ass is just hanging out and he's just glaring at you.
Do I see the medallion on his neck?
The guard's neck?
No, on Mr. Pooper over there.
Mr. Pooper
Number
does
2.
not. Mr. Pooper does not have a medallion.
Speaker
Okay.
Pooper.
Then I'm gonna say to Mr. Dreadlocks, look, we need to talk about the Duragar.
I heard the guards shouting about a Duergar. The Mr. Pooper says, "Who are you? Are you here to free me? If you're an adventurer, just go ahead and kill him. I need to get out of here. I've been here too long." And you see the guard look kind of panicked at you. Speaker Krennic is out of his mind. I am really apologize.
Yeah, we're all good here. We're fine. No one's gonna attack
I
anybody.
said kill him right now!
Hey, easy there, guy.
And he drops his gown and starts coming over here.
It's a long pause there.
The speaker comes over. He's very sickly looking, but not that. He's got color in his face, but he's not that sick looking.
So you're not dying, right?
The speaker is unwell. Please, he starts trying to push you out of the doorway.
No, wait a minute. We're all friends here. Let's have a conversation, okay?
Please leave now, or I'll have to call. Krennic says, "This guy is an asshole. I need him dead now. I'll pay you 5 gold if you kill him right now."
Hey, I need you to just quiet it down just a little bit, okay?
I have poop running down my legs right now. I don't fucking care.
Why
Kill
didn't
him
you
right now?
Why didn't you take a minute
You
with that,
barged
man?
into my bedroom. I thought it was a rescue attempt.
If anything, that should have helped you get it out faster. Come on.
I feel like something disgusting is happening to Kai.
You hear all this
We hear all of it?
downstairs. Yeah, I'm gonna go out of combat because nothing
Yeah,
combat-wise was going
If
on
we-
downstairs. So
I don't really feel like fighting anymore.
If we go out of combat, then Donar's gonna shake his head and say, "Fuck all of it, man," and just fall asleep. He's gonna fall asleep on top of the table.
and with that, the guards start hitting back up because they hear the speaker shouting.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna yell to the guards and say, I'm sorry. Why are there Duragar roaming the castle grounds? Why are they outside? What is the deal? What is the deal with what's up
Make
with
a
them?
Make a persuasion at disadvantage because they hear the speaker yelling.
All right, 16 and a 5. So it's a 5.
They ignore you. Start going upstairs.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. The
I bet that's funny for some reason.
Kai, what do you do?
Alright, I really wanted to avoid this, but...
5
seems like we're
gold.
in a
Kill him now.
Bit of a pinch.
He is out of his mind. We need to get him some medication so he can sleep.
Ask for more.
I'm going to grab the speaker by the scruff of his gown.
You'll have to get past the guard in the middle of them. He's standing right in the doorway.
Okay. I'm going to... Alright, here we go. I'm gonna have my mage hand become visible, and on its way back, I'm going to have it grab a dagger off my hip
Yeah,
and hold it to the speaker's throat.
that's bold.
That's cool.
And if you're curious, my mage hand doesn't look like a hand at all. It actually is this kind of shimmery, like almost electric green looking extension that comes from my back almost like it's a tail,
Neat.
and it moves as if it's just an extendable tail.
Okay, that's very cool. Okay, so you do that. At that moment, through this upper door on the west side, Kadroth comes through the door right there and says, "What in the bloody 9 hells is going on here?"
Well, it seems like we got a little bit of a Luskan standoff here. So, I don't know if you can see it from your point of view there, but I currently have a dagger to the speaker's throat.
He kind of looks over. And?
Well, I think it's about time we all sat together and had a nice chat.
And that's where we're going to end for the evening.
I like it.
There we
I
go.
like
Nice.
it.
Please subscribe and leave us a review on Podchaser or Apple Podcasts.
Hey.
Give us a rating. Let's leave a little comment. We'll read it on the air, baby. Who knows? Share us with all your friends. Follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons DNB. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, D&D Beyond, Roll20, and thank you to Syrinscape and to Monument Studios for the amazing sound effects and music. Stay frosty. See you next week.
So cold.